Hi, it's Talking Reds. I'm Josh Sexton, joined today by Fuad Hasan. Fuad, we're by the Rockefeller Centre in New York, and it's absolutely baking today, isn't it?
It is, and we picked today to wear our kecks and go out. We're going on a really cool tour of the UN later on, which will be great. Building, really relevant to me in terms of my degree, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it is absolutely roasting.
Yeah, we're all absolutely melting. We're not had any breakfast yet. We've been walking around in search of drinks and things like that. Craig and Fuad have managed to buy theirs. I didn't pick one up for whatever bizarre reason came into my mind. Very hungover, that's probably the thinking behind that. But Fuad, obviously the game's coming tonight. Sorry, at the Yankee Stadium, Liverpool versus Sporting Lisbon, and we're sort of hoping for something a bit less than what we saw the other night. We're hoping for something that's a bit more of a friendly, resembles a bit more of Liverpool as well, because we've lost 2 games on this tour so far now, and we want to see a win.
Exactly. I think it's important for us to finish this tour with a win. At the end of the day, the results don't mean that much, and you hear that constantly echoed by the managers, by players, and everything. It's about getting minutes in the legs. But for the fans here, for the players themselves, because at the end of the day, these guys are all professionals. They want to win every game they play, and just getting that winning feeling back is good, and it will hopefully be a great occasion. Yankee Stadium, what a place to play. It's even as non-baseball fans, you can all appreciate some of the great stadiums around the world, and the Yankee Stadium's right up there. So it should be a great day. Hopefully the press box is better than Fenway's, where we can actually see the pitch, but hopefully we can get pitch side as well.
Yeah, hopefully we can bounce down to pitch side. We've been doing that so far. We've just been bouncing down wherever we can, trying to seem like we're important, which seems easier than you think it is.
Yeah. It's all about just pretending you belong there, isn't it?
Just talk like you're meant to be there, and then say, oh yeah, someone sent me to come down here, and then you'll be all right. But yeah, the press box at Fenway was obviously not the best, but Fenway itself was amazing, wasn't it? And I'm looking forward to getting to the Yankee Stadium again tonight, and I feel quite lucky that we're here and we're able to do this. We're here, able to bring you coverage of the Reds on this pre-season tour, but also that we get to see these iconic stadiums, but also meeting the fans. And we had another live show at Carragher's in New York last night, which was put on by the club. Jamie Webster there, obviously, and it was a rowdy occasion, wasn't it, Phil?
It was brilliant. I think bringing that many people into such a tight space was always going to result in that, wasn't it? And it was a Tuesday night here in New York, and it was very much Saturday vibes everywhere. So it was a great night. Jamie finished off his tour, I guess, with a really good show as normal, and the fans loved it. It's just brilliant to see people get that flavour of what we get to experience and our kind of match day routines in Liverpool, and having Jamie over is another big indication of how the club are getting everything right in terms of off the pitch, and making sure that there's a harmony amongst the fans and the fan culture is represented.
Yeah, absolutely, and the fans have had a chance to see some of the exciting young players that have been coming through on this pre-season tour, but hopefully Fuad tonight we'll be able to see more of the bigger lads, let's say. We'll be able to see your Trents and your Virgils and your Andy Robertsons for a bit more. They've got 45 minutes of the night at Fenway. You're half expecting them to get an hour tonight, and then maybe there's a few others to get half an hour. I'd quite like to see Bruce to get the hour tonight.
Definitely, I think Bruce is the one that you want to get out as much as possible, and I think even Oxlade-Chamberlain, even though he did start the other day, I think these are the players who've had the injury layoffs. The pre-season's really where they need to kind of get some momentum, get their fitness back, and play with the rest of the lads in terms of getting that harmony back with them. So yeah, Brewster would be one to see. Craig's a big fan of him, and I think that sort of slowly transpired across all of us, because we've seen on the pitch how cool he was, and I always go back to the penalty he took and how calm he was, even though it was a pre-season friendly. And I think he really knows that this is the season for him, and he means business.
Yeah, and it feels like coming into this one as well, there are less almost not excuses, but ulterior circumstances, things that you can't account for going into this one. The weather's going to be a lot cooler for one. I know it's baking today, but we're expecting it to be probably 10 degrees Celsius less than what we were getting in Boston and in Indiana. But you feel like coming into this one, and Andy Robertson said it to us in the mix zone the other night as well, this is the one where they need to pick up that win now. They need to start to build that rhythm coming into what is an important run of games at the start of the season.
Definitely. I think from that mix zone we could see that the players were disappointed that they lost the game. There was that element of we didn't play our best, and I'm sure some of that was kind of marred by what happened on the pitch with the Seville players and how mad that was. And the Andy Robertson players like that, these guys have won the European Cup now, and they've got that taste for victory. And whether it's pre-season friendly, a Premier League match or a European Cup final, they always want to win. And I think going into the first few games, we already know some players are going to be out, the likes of Sadio Mane and others. So these players really have to step up now, and I think this is where this is where it's going to start getting serious before the camp in France, where Jurgen gets to take his boys and have that kind of private time and work on whatever they need to work on. But finishing today with a victory would be amazing. I think that would just would leave everyone happy, and there'd be nothing really to complain about, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things, some good news, I guess, from Fenway tonight is Larouchi's injury doesn't look as serious as first feared. There's suggestions he'll be out for a few weeks, the club was saying yesterday, which, like I say, is good news. Obviously, it's sad because it means that his pre-season's basically over, and he's been having a very exciting one. He's really sort of pushed on, but you imagine that he set the foundation there to have a great season, possibly in the under-23s as well, because he was with the 18s last season, and he looks like one of them players who can step up.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important. We've seen it time and time again over the years. Young players who make their kind of bursts in pre-season, and then they disappear for a little while in terms of establishing themselves at under 23 level and trying to get games over there. So I think with him, if he can come back into that under 3 setup and be fully fit, and hopefully the injury doesn't take too much away from the momentum he's built up over this pre-season, because at the end of the day he has been playing with players who are the highest quality and players who've just won the European Cup, as we keep saying, and he looked like he belonged there, even though there is that rawness, and it's an exciting rawness, because I think he's got all the attributes in terms of his pace, his even some intelligence there, where you see at such a young age, and it's not something you're used to seeing with players like that. So I think he could definitely be one to really have a big season for the under-23s, and hopefully next season and pre-season we see him come back and maybe push on.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to the game tonight. There'll be another The Mix video on our Tour Player video service after the game. That's where we get stuck in. Sorry, my voice is going. It's the aircon in the rooms. Yeah, there'll be another mix on our Tour Player video service. That's where we get stuck in with the players in the mix zone. There'll be a post-match show on our Tour Player audio service as well, so look out for that. Subscribe if you don't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well for more of this kind of thing. And yeah, nice one, Fuad. Up the Reds. Rian Brewster, the hottest thing this summer since Alex from Glastonbury. You must have been pleased with your goal again last night. Obviously disappointed with the result, but it's been an amazing pre-season for you so far.
Yeah, it's been a decent pre-season. Scored a few goals. I'm just glad to be back from injury, and back playing and back getting minutes with the team.
Obviously you're still young, but you must feel like you're making up a bit for lost time with the injuries you've had, and you're around the first team squad from such a young age. You must feel now like now is really a chance.
Yeah, being injured for a long time, I feel like I do have to make up quite a bit of time. But the manager said there's no pressure on me, and I stick to every word he says. So there's no pressure, and I just got to play my game.
One of the things that's great to watch as a fan, looking at you, is you seem so confident, but you seem so humble as well. How much of that do you think is the mentality down to your injury and things like the things you've learned throughout your career so far?
Yeah, being injured for a long time it takes a bit out of you, but I think I've overcome the hard bit in my career so far, and hopefully it can only get better.
And I'm right in thinking this is your first pre-season with the senior lads, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's it been like seeing all the fans here and seeing the welcome you got?
Yeah, the fans in America are great. It's good because you don't really see them often. They don't sometimes get time to come to England, to come to Anfield or go to the away games, and it's good to come and show that they still do mean stuff to us. So it's good to come out here and show our respects to not only them but for them to support us as well. And maybe this is their first and last game they might see us live, so we have to put on a performance as well.
And one of the things I love seeing from you over the summer was you sort of flaunting around in your Champions League medal. I know you're good mates with Santander, who obviously has become big since his Glastonbury performance, and obviously I'm a big fan of as well. But I know he's a Manchester United fan, so you must have been rubbing it in his face a bit this summer as well.
Oh yeah, of course. Don't worry. By the time we finish, I'm going to persuade him to support Liverpool. Don't worry about that.
Good luck with that. Nice one, Rian.
Thank you.